I fishing out here for quite a while now. I captain a boat there. And it ain't fair for us. It's more than a year now the ice machine breakdown. We had to burn with gas, go tongue, buy ice, come back CALFICO and pay storage and landing fee and all of that. It is not fair for us and it's not benefiting us. And sometimes when we do something come off us late, Kingston Fish Market done close, we still had to go and fight up and buy ice and try and sow some ice somewhere is about to ice up our fish. Which is while we paying landing fee, look at the condition of the water, look at the condition of the facilities. They want to charge us fee for locker. If you go over there, some of the locker doors are breaking off. You cannot put up your clothes or your gears without they're getting wet. The doors breaking off, the roof leaking. So like the government to look into this for us. Right now it's dolphin season, 20 cents a pound for landing fee. $20 a box a night for storage in there. And you still have to go down and buy your ice. Yes, if they bring the ice there, we would buy the ice the same how we going in town. But it's not fair for us to burn our gas going town and come back and still paying those fees. It has an ice maker here, but it break down more than a year now. It's just a compressor it wants. And the co-op don't have any money to get source the compressor. Well, right now we're bearing it on our own. We can, at the end of the day, as I tell you, we still had to go and source whoever we had to get and come back and still paying our fees the same how. We're selling this fish for the same price. Sometimes you come off and see ollie. Sometimes you want a drop of ice to put on your fish up in the stall, you can't get none. Because you have to reach in tongue to get your ice. You have to go around by Thomas at Annisville and buy ice for $15 a bag. $20 a box. And the Kingston Fish Market gave them the option to come down and get the ice, to bring it out here and sell it over, and they're not doing that. Each boat has to go and get their own ice. And recently I heard they talking about if we go like today and buy ice for tomorrow, I hear they talking about charging us to store the ice now in there. So all of that is not fair for us. Because you had to pay for storage for your ice, come back, pay for landing fee, pay for storage your fish, and then sell your fish here, carry it in town. So we had to buy gas, you had to buy gears for your boat, everything. It's not easy for us.
So who's the manager of the pub? Of the fish market? Good morning, sir. My name is Kelvin Johnson. I was invited here by these fisher folks. They say that they're having a problem with ice at the facility. I was wondering if you'd be willing to say something.
Yes, I would say something. I'm a fisherman, boat owner, part of the executive here for the last couple of years. Yes, we do having a problem here with the whole system here. And you know, there's a saying here, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And I'm not going to entirely blame us for the position we're in. But if, you know, as a business has been run, if it has been run like a business, and we handle this like a business, we would have been in a better position. So a lot of time we tend to blame others for situation we're in. But if we sit down, if we take a step back and look at what we are doing as fishers, we wouldn't be in this position. You look at the surrounding, who has it like that? We are the ones who use this. We are the ones who are not paying our fee when we land our fish there. We have thousands of dollars that's been owed to this cooperative from we fishermen. we are running a business here, and every day we are getting the same licks from we as fishermen. Yes, we had our ice machine there, and if you go to Kingston and sit there and take a look at the operation there, there's not even you don't even get a shovel of ice free in Kingston. And this is what's been happening out here. I can open this cold room here for you now, and it's full right up. And who are paying for it? Nobody. Nobody's paying a dollar for it. And right now we have light bill that is over $5,000. They're not paying their dues. Well, it's been broken down for since before, since around when the COVID-19 started. The part I was told would we can only get it from Japan and we have to order it. It's gonna cost about 25,000 to land it in Siblings. But we just don't have the money. We had to lay off workers here. We had the manager, another young man, and we have another young man who is employed by the government here. And we had to lay off the other person because we don't have money to pay. It's run by fishermen. It's we will have members, you know, the way we make the money here, when the fish come, they land the fish, they pay a certain amount, depends on the amount of fish they land. You sell the fish here, you're supposed to pay some money, you storage, you know, that's how we generate money. Since I'm here, I was told by the same fishermen, oh, this is Calico, this is our thing, you know, and we do what we want, you know. But I have the understanding that this place is going to be, well, I was told by Sobota Season that the lease for this market is going to be commercial. They're doing the lease commercial, and if it's going commercial, we would not be able to get back the lease as a cooperative. It takes somebody with money to get a commercial lease, because right now the lease for here is basically free for us as a cooperative. You know, they give us the chance to run it as a cooperative, but you know, we fail. We fail because you can't stand up and expect the executive to be the one to pay the bills. It belongs to all of us here as fishermen. And if we are not doing our little part to make sure this thing works, it will never work. This is the coal room. This costs money to run. Almost all of these things inside here are not being paid for.
But how is this possible? How is it that who allows the fish to?
Well, you put the stuff inside, okay, and they're supposed to pay for it when you take it out in the morning. Like I said, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And I'm not going to blame the management alone, because when you try to talk to these people, you get a lot of backlash. And that's one of the biggest problems over it. If everybody can just do their little part, this place would run as a business. When you're running a business, every single dollar counts. Every single dollar counts in a business. Or you would end up in a situation like this. And this has been happening even before. Because everybody wants to do what they want to do, because, you know, it's been run because it's part of government and everybody believes that this place belongs to them. At 5 o'clock this evening, and I would like you to come across here at 5 o'clock and see how much of the fishermen is going to show up at this meeting. We have those locker room over there, and they're supposed to be being paid for. Sometime for the month, we don't collect $100 for those locker room over there. I know the pain, I feel the pain too, because I go fishing.
And you also have to go
But
to Kingston for your ice.
and I go Kingston and buy my ice, I go and carry my fish there. And I would like you to come across
Yeah,
this
I'll come
evening.
to see me at 5
And
o'clock. So, gentlemen, you guys invited me out here. You're saying you're having a problem with the the ice at the fisheries. But I spoke to Raul, who is he's a fisher. He's also a member of the management. And he's saying that part of the problem is created by the fishers themselves, in that they're not paying landing fees, they're not paying for storage of the fish when they put it in the freezer. Anybody wants to comment on that?
Whose fault it would be when they're storing up the thing in that and they're just taking out the fish just so? Them supposed to make sure they're supposed to make sure that they collect money before anybody move any container from in there. So the fault really coming from them. Because if you have a business place running and you're putting up fish in there, I know in tongue, before you get your box, you go to the cash desk and you pay for your box. So you have to blame them. You can't blame the fishers. You understand? No, but it have to come from them. The fault come from them. How could a box go put up in a storage room and you're not paying for it? You have to blame them. You can't blame the fishers because if you have one box, two box, you're supposed to pay for your boxes to store. And you pay for them before you get them come out. Is not that? Yes, I really from tongue. I really from tongue. My fish does go more tongue. And every time I land my fish in tongue and I done with, I pay for my landing tone. Yeah, as you done with them, you get your card, your paper, and you go to the cash desk and pay for it. So that's the same how out there is supposed to be running. You can't blame the fishers. You have to blame the manager in there. You can't blame fishers. Because if I could get something free, would I take it? Answer me, would you take it if you could get something free? So you can't put the blame on fishers. You have to put the blame on the members in there. Because if I have one box, I'm supposed to pay for me one box. If I can't pay for it, I can't move it. And just that. So you can't blame fishers. You have to blame the manager. You understand?
So, what about the meeting this afternoon? Are you guys going to...
Well, I won't know about the meeting it all depends on the time I come back off sea. I would like to be there because you can't blame fisher folks alone to misusing the market. It come from the head of the fountain. Because you put up one box, you're supposed to pay for it. You put up two boxes, you're supposed to pay for it.
Anybody else wants to say anything?
No, you have to pay. Before you get a bait, look in there. Listen to the bait. So you have to blame y'all.
Listen to Butters, come here. Listen to me. I understand what you're saying. But this place is run as a cooperative, as fishermen. You give them the benefit of the doubt. A lot of time, the fishermen will come, give me until we sell, and we will pay.
That's a problem. That's a big problem. And that is how
I can guarantee you, this morning, if we start to run this place the way it's supposed to run, you would see the problem we're gonna face here. We're gonna have to bring police down here.
You have to take a step. Start to do something. If you need to collect money, start it now.
We talked about the locker room, and we said we're gonna put down measures. You don't pay the locker fee, we're gonna lock the room.
Yeah.
You want to hear how we can lock the room because it's not our own and this and who they never do and all this kind of thing. Man, as managers,
the lockers over there. And if anyone of them who could see, you can see the lockers. The roof, it leaking a lot. The doors, I feel much that why they in pain.
Listen to me. As executive members here who don't get paid, okay? Man, the amount of licks we get in here, the amount of licks we get as executive members here. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I understand what you're saying, and if we have to put down our foot,
you have to do that.
It's
You have to do that.
problem.
No, forget about the problem, Raul. If
be
you
a lot of
need
licks you're gonna
to get this market running and going good, you need to do something. That was goodwill fault.
Yes.
Goodwill problem.
Right.
Goodwill problem, you should trust fishers gas. And they will come one time, two times, 3 times, and that is what have goodwill and fall because fisher folks ain't coming up to pay the bills.
The gentleman is saying that part of the problem is that the fishers are not doing their part as members of the cooperative. Like, for instance, they are not paying their landing fees. They are not paying for locker storage. They weren't paying for ice. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I'm not going to say no. It have some men will do those things. You understand? But at the end of the day, you can't blame fisheries. You can't blame the fishers. Because if you know you owe the management know somebody owe them, do not put up their stuff until they pay a bill. It have 1 or 2 men and it have members on the board who owe more than $1,000 in storage and wherever they, and they're not paying it. So if a member on the board owe that, what do you think about the other fishers? You think they will look to pay? And they're talking about the locker fees. Come on, I will go over there and I will show you the lockers. Look at that door. Look at that door. Look at that door they want to charge us for. No light. No light. Your stuff in the room? Your stuff in the room? Your stuff in the room? It leaking. Everything in here wet. Everything in here wet. This door, this one up here. Look. Look. This is galvanized. They're talking. This is galvanized. A man went and purchased to fix his own room. Look. This is galvanized. A man purchased to fix his own room so he can secure his thing properly. I could put my stuff in there and I come back and I don't meet anything. Look. This one here, so we went up the road there by Miss Tony, the supermarket right there, and bought hinges. The whole door drop off, look. We bought hinges to put back on the door. Look, we billing with rooms and they're still charging us for it. Yes, we paying, we want to pay, but they have to do something about it. If they're not working with us, we cannot work with them. Look, paying a man, look at the condition of the bathroom. If one of the fishermen don't clean it, it don't clean.
So does the cooperative have a cleaner?
We're supposed to. Why is the purpose of having a man over there walking and he sit down over the whole day doing nothing on his phone? Whole day on his phone.
What is he supposed to be doing?
He's supposed to be cleaning up the facilities. He's supposed to be cleaning wrong the market, wrong here, wherever. Not doing that. Look, this gentleman here, so. Look, he there cleaning now, Leroy. This is one the man who walking over there, but he's not walking with the co-op. He's walking with the government.
Which one? The one with the
Fishery, yes, the man with the rake. Fisheries in town he is working with. Fisheries in town is who paying he. He don't pay. He don't get paid by the co-op. And they talking. Look, this gate here.
Essentially, are you saying that fishers are willing to pay?
Yes.
But they're not getting what they're paying for?
No. Look, this gate here. They went and built a gate to lock the bathroom. Look at the lock. Go over there and ask them with the key to open the lock. That gate over there by that silver jeep there, they charge them, it had the president of the co-op charge them to build that gate there, to lock there, to secure the facilities. But look at the fencing. Look at the fencings. Look at the fencing. And they're building gate to secure the facilities. And look at the fencing over here. And look at the fencing, look. That make any sense? Look at the fencing and the building gate to secure the facilities. And look, you charge them, they charge how much money to build a gate? And look, watch, all he has no fence. So why is the purpose of building a gate? Waste of money.
Do you plan to come to the meeting this evening?
Well, I don't know anything about any meeting, so yeah, no problem.
All right, well, we will have had meetings or tried to have meetings with the fishers here, several meetings in Calffico. and the guys refuse to come to meetings so we can discuss the way forward. All right, it is the compressor that is gone for the ice machine, and from investigation it cost about $24,000 to bring it to Argyle. Right, in fact I will have already written a letter to cabinet asking for duty free, but because of finance, because the ice machine is the thing that generates most of the funds here, and that's what we depend on, of course, to store the fish and to get the operation going. But because the ice machine went down, then everything went down. So we try to have meeting to discuss how we can get things back in order, and they refuse to come because what they are doing, they are having their meetings by themselves, right? Now we want to discuss as to the way forward, but they are not coming. All right, and it's about what, 4 or 5 meetings now, and nobody turning up. Official meeting as in like a week before, properly organized with on the bulletin board, and they're not turning up. You understand? But presently we don't have that fund to bring the motor here. That's why we want to discuss so that we can get it organized to bring it here, because that motor in particular can only be sourced from Japan. It has to be the original motor. There will be no makeshift, so it has to come from Japan. The problem is we don't have enough funds, and the guys not coming to discuss the issue.
Okay, they're also complaining about the state of the facilities, like the locker room.
Okay, we had plans to refurbish everything. All right, we would have started there already to refurbish one of them, which is the toilet, which was leaking badly. Then we had to go on the other locker room. Unfortunately, in less than 12 hours, the machine went down. And as I said, because of that, things went down because we had outstanding bills to pay, of course. We had to pay our bills and so forth. That's the reason why we could not work on that. As we speak now, we still have it in plan, but we can't because of finance. And they will not come to discuss so we could come up with an amicable solution as to way forward. That's the big issue here.
Another issue, I understand that some of the fishers are very delinquent in their payment of storage fees and all the fees that are applicable. Is that the case? And
that's the case because here what? We even made an attempt to buy fish from the fishers because they would go to Kingston and sell the fish for $7, but they insist they will sell the fish here for us for $9. You understand? To the cooperative, so that we can generate funds then. But they insist that they will sell us for $9 because here is where they get all the water, here is where they get all the storage and so forth. But still, they prefer to sell the fish in town for $7 and sell us for $9. We can't buy fish for $9 and sell for $9. I mean, that makes no sense, right? So that's some of the issues that we are facing. That's why we want to have the meeting so we can discuss. Very important to discuss, but the guys not coming. They have their own agenda.
well, we see some of them are coming.
Well, this evening we're going to have a meeting very soon and to discuss with the locker room because watch, literally thousands of dollars are owing for locker rooms and so forth. Literally thousands, and they decided they're not going to pay. Well, we are going to make decision as of this evening as to what we're going to do because we need the funds to make sure things are in order. Thank you very much.
Is that an indictment on management that thousands of dollars are owing?
Listen,
Is that
watch
a
me.
failure of management?
Kenton, the guys are extremely disrespectful. I mean, they will cuss you about your mother. They will even check your life. That's the behavior the guys them here. Extremely disrespectful. They threaten the office workers. They threaten the management. That's how it is. And to me, they feel as if because we owned it, they can do what they want. They can get everything free. And they shouldn't pay for anything. That's their mentality. That's how I see it.